So this here, so I know Harold's doing the marathon, but
I'm sure hoping
he's doing it.
I'm going to train with him.
So this isn't just about marathon training. This is just about movement and training in the right zone. Because last year I actually did 4 marathons. I didn't get hurt, didn't get injured, and the way I'm going to teach it through my mentor Stu. He really took me from the mindset of run and gun and break yourself down to you're doing this to create health. So when I found him as a coach, I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. So I'm going to just start teaching some of the strategies I've learned. Some of it might be similar or familiar to you, but some of you might be all new. We haven't talked like this before, Harold. But if we look, the training that we're going to do over the next, till October, is based on 3 different zones. And one of the things that you need to have a heart rate monitor to know where your zone is. So we're not training on. People ask me, well, how many miles are you going to run? And I'm like, it's not about mileage. It's about a certain amount of time in the right zone. Who cares about the mileage? The mileage will come. So we want to train in the right zone, and then you do different times during those zones, and you'll create some great outcomes. But the most common one, this is called a MAP. This is more like a recovery phase. So the MAP means mostly aerobic pace. It's a fat-burning pace. It's very healthy versus somebody who's going to do, like if you look down SAP, which is speedy anaerobic, that means you're not using oxygen. So aerobic means using oxygen, anaerobic means you're not. But in the SAP, now you're burning sugar, which is very destructive, very acidic to your body long term if you continue doing that. So if we look at MAP, mostly anaerobic, to figure out your zone, and this is kind of generalized, there's ways to get it real more specific on a treadmill. But if you take 180 minus your age, so let's say you're 40, so you get 180 minus 40, that's 140 beats a minute, okay? You drop 10 off of that, so that would be your upper limit on a MAP would be 130 beats a minute, and your lower would be 120 beats a minute. And that's a very, that's probably a really, for me, it's a brisk walk. You're walking pretty good, right? And then your MEP is a little bit more than that, it's anywhere from 135 to 150. And these are roughly my numbers too, because I'm almost 40. So it's a little bit. You're lightly jogging. Your breathing's nice. It's not labored. You feel good. Your heightened awareness. Now, if you go into a SAP, which is above 155 beats a minute, that's when you get the rapid breathing. We try to want to keep you out of that zone, because you can't run a marathon breathing like that. If that's what your goal is to finish the marathon. You can't run a marathon like that because you'll fail, right? Val went up a mountain here recently, and I'm like, calm down, Val. You were pretty much, she was redlining it pretty much the whole way up the mountain until I slowed her down. But her heart rate was like 180, 190. She's a couple years younger than most of us, but so just so you kind of have an idea that's why I was like, let's go really slow and steady up this incline that we're doing, rather than training in a SAP zone. So